Alright, this is Biggles. Now, why am I doing this video? I'm kind of doing something like this for some persons because I've gotten a lot of DMs about most traders maybe doing their trading journey, some questions about how to document trade and maybe for it to still be in the right track. Now, if you notice something, first let me start from telling you something. If you notice on my watch list, you see that I have few pairs here. What do I have here? I think I have like up to 7 pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like up to 7 pairs, right? So it's that the way it is here, that these are things, these are the pairs I feel like that I'll be trading, right? So you as a trader, you can make your own 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1 even. So depending on what you feel like, right? So that's just it. That's number one thing you do, know what you trade, right? Now second is this, documenting your trade. Now before you even start documenting trade, you need to have a pattern. You need to have a pattern. Once you have that pattern, that's what you'll be doing. Most of the time some person says a plus setup and all that, so you need to have what you're really doing, not if you do this one today you do the one tomorrow. So what is the essence of this video? Just to show you guys my April trade, the report of April trade, what we did on April. If you're my Telegram community, you can go through and see how all this used to be. So let's continue. Let me show you guys something. Let's go on. Now if we scroll up to just like what we have on the screen, so if you check, okay, now this happens to be from here, this from April, right? So you see all these marked options, all these are the activities that happened on April, right? So I think the first thing I shared on, I think the first setup I shared was on, okay, the first setup I shared was on Euro GBP, which is I shared it on 9th of April, my first setup, which is this. I gave out this. Now normally, if you know how I always used to give up my setup, you see it used to be this way. If I give you a thing, I will say for confirmation, I'll wait for price to give me do what, break out a zone. All this going to be our stop loss to do or take it up to a certain level. But having this as a first setup, it didn't play out. Reason is we didn't see our confluence, we didn't see what you're looking out for. I think this market started to do what, to drop downside. So as market started dropping downside, to me it happens to be not valid anymore, right? So this is what we spotted for the first time. Now I gave out another setup on 10th of April, right? So this happens to be BTC. Look at the setup here. Expecting from here we're doing what to go in for buy. Now the second screenshot happens to be how I always do it. I mark out this zone. I need to see impulsive candle breaking that zone. That's when I can say, okay, we can now buy stop loss below, right? So I give out this BTC. Now when I give out the BTC, okay, look at what happened. Okay, at that point market even push up to this certain level. Now give us almost half of what we are looking out for, because I always do it this way. If I give out setup, once you are kind of half of your reward, you can now take partial. You can take partial, you can break even, all this kind of trade management, you apply it. Some can break even, some can take partial. But at this point I took partial and also I broke even too. So what happened? Now look at the second day. Okay, this is when we entered the trade here, right? So this is when we kind of had the push here. At this one we took partial, broke even as well too. So follow this trend, like, right, to follow it to downside. But remember, I always give out confirmation like this. The way it is here, I marked out a zone here. If price break below here, we start looking out for sell. So what happened? Price could not. That's why I didn't update. I think price now continues to push. That made it to be invalid, right? So we now have another setup on Euro USD. Okay, I think I have this on Euro USD. I gave this out on Euro USD, expecting price to come here for us to do what do they buy, right? So let's see what happened. Okay, okay, this is the Euro USD we have here, right? So we see what happened here. Market is already at this zone. Now mark out this zone. Now listen, we'll go for buy when what? We'll go for buy when we spot a massive impulsive candle above this high. We can go in for buy. Stop loss will be what? Below. So this is how I gave it out, just like saying wait for price to break that zone, right? Entry, stop loss and all that. So let's see what happened. After that, we now had this, right? We now had this. Market now still did what? Push above our zone, went for him. Now that took us straight to take profit. So that's why I updated. Just check back to check on the chart. The morning setup played out clean. This is why we wait for confirmation and trust the process. So that's how it is. So we took this trade too. I didn't enter with much. I didn't risk much on the trade. Now we now had another one, which was okay. Now I don't know if you truly followed. If you followed this video, I gave a. If you followed this video, I gave a signal on USD card, which happens to be this, right? Follow with the trend line. If you followed that video, I gave a signal, so which happens to be this. So expecting price to do what at this level, start to do what to drop to follow the. So like I was saying, I gave out this on one of my trading YouTube videos, right? Saying you need to follow the trend, but before that, we even need confirmation for you to start looking out for the sell. We need an impulsive drop below, then we start looking out for sell. So what happened? Now this happens to be the outcome of the trade. After the market broke this line, we trace and continue to do what to follow this trend on USD card. So we also took this trade too. Now we also have another setup on. Sorry. We also have another setup on BTC, right? So I dropped this as well. I dropped this on BTC. So let's see what happened. And I dropped it a way to follow the trend up, like, right? So look at what I gave. I gave her this. Now that's what I said on that. So looking at with what you have there, so saying that if price break that zone, that's where we can enter more positions, right? So now let's see the outcome. Okay, this happens to be the outcome of the trade. Now look at how it was from here. Price push up to this level, price broke this zone, right? And now took us almost close to our take profit, right? But at this point we already broken even. So I always say it, you can take partial or break even, right? So you can even still do the same. You take half of your profit, some profit, and as well break even too. But after the market giving us, okay, after giving us 1,000 plus points in profit, the price retrace and hit our break even. So that's part of trading. So we taking partials and as well breaking even is part of the trade management. So right, so you see after that market now dropped down to this level. Now what did you learn from this? Looking at with this chart, you see that here is also a zone that price did drop down to this level, right, before the massive push. Meaning that what we did here, we reacted inside liquidity, but the most important thing that we're able to close, right, we didn't lose. So that's it here. So we took some partials on this. So let's continue. Now after that on BTC we had okay, I think we have another setup as well. We had another setup. You just take a look here. You remember I gave out this, right? So look at the setup I was talking about here. So let's continue. Now look at the setup I gave, right? So this is when price was kind of getting closer to our zone. A way to remind this is, you get ready to know whatever I want to start doing. You do it here, right? Now what happened? I also gave out on USD card, but we'll talk about this. Let's finish up with the BTC. Now look at what I gave out on BTC. This is 15 minutes time frame. We're going to buy when price do what? Push up to break this, right? When price push up to break this as well. Or if we don't still see more better setups here or candles, bullish engulfing and all that, we can still do one for the buy. Just what I say for BTC, I will go in when I see impulsive candle breaking the resistance zone. So right now, get your close eye. So that's how it was. Now okay, now this is when I enter for the BTC. This is when we already entered. Look at how the BTC, like I told you guys about, at this point we have broken even, right? Now made something from it, right? So now for that USD card that we had losses, take a look here. Now look at the USD card I gave out. From here we expect the market to do what, continue to do what, to go up to this certain level. Now look at the outcome here. Now look at this, happens to be the outcome of that USD card here. It's not right. We push, we trace, almost got taken out. Market now continue to go up. There's one thing I want to let you guys hear. Now what I noticed was this. Normally, you know, these stop loss are meant to be below here, right? Because stop loss are not meant to be at the middle. Stop loss are meant to be here. Stop loss are meant to be below zones, right? But if you take a look, see where I was able to place it. So that happened, and as well, that's one reason why after the whole break, market even almost gets closer to our stop loss before continuation of the buy. So we learned from there too. Now okay, still on the continuation of the BTC I gave you guys, right? So okay, right? So this kind of withdrew little money for house chores too. Now look at the BTC, that one I told you. You see how it took a lot of time before getting to hit take profit. Okay, now also give out this gold. Now look at the way it is here. Normally this market is dropping downside, so price is here. We marked out the trend line as also look at our confirmation. We're going to sell if price break below. It's not a stop loss here. So let's see what happened. Now after dropping it, we now have something like this. This happens to be around night. So all this happens to be Asian range. We had this range, Asian range, so we didn't take it serious. At the time when I spotted something like this, that was more reason why I said setup not valid again. The reason is because of this massive buy I'm seeing here. I was thinking that market high time the market wants to do what? Continue to do or to buy, to go above this our plan here. But what happened? Look at what happened here. After that market did what? After that market did what? Drop, which is giving us that impulsive move we're looking out for. That made us do what? That got us triggered using our sell limit, sell stop. Sorry, market retrace and put do what? To drop down again. This on gold we gave out to. Now, there's something happened on BTC I gave out as well too. I gave out this on BTC, expecting if price gets here, we need reaction for it to start looking out for the sell, right? So what happened? Look at what we got at this point. We put something like this. I was in. Now what happened? Price now did what? Did this one thing, which was this. After that drop, market now started to go up. So it's part of the game. We accepted our loss, right? So that's how it has been. Now I gave out this too on Euro USD as well. Take a look here on Euro USD. Now if you notice something, see that most of my setup that I always give you guys used to be this. We always go in with confirmation, but just like I tell you, we didn't do anything commercial here. We're thinking about from here market is going to continue to go down. But what happened? We got messed. You see? Right, so market now did what? Without no confirmation, market now did what? Push. So that's how it is. Now this happens to be the BTC I gave that didn't play out. This happens to be the gold that was there. I posted God bless gold. So kind of made a lot of things that changed a lot of things that week and all that. So why am I showing you guys all this? Now let's go. I have something to show you guys before I end this video. Good. Now take a look. These are summary of what I gave. This is summary of my April trade. Now what happens to be what? Euro GBP, right? Now this Euro GBP, what happened? We skipped. The reason we skipped happens to be this: we did not see our confluence, which is we didn't meet our confirmation. So that's more reason why we didn't take. So no full confluence. Second happens to BTC, we won it, which gave us 1:3, right? Give us almost our strategy pattern we are looking out for. We saw it. Second happens to BTC as well too. Partial. This one, the one we took partial and also break even, right? So 1:3 but closed early, so we took partial profit from here. It's not up to full 1:3. Now USD card happens to give us we won on USD card, which is 1:3, and other GP card 17, gold same, right? 1:3. Now this happens to be the BTC I told you guys, right? So we lost here. The BTC what happens to be on 1:3, we didn't get it, we lost here. Euro USD we lost. So core this thing I'm trying to show you guys here now is, you see that trade taken, we took like 7 trades, won 4, lost 2, 1 partial. Our win rate happens to be 57. Even with 57 win rate, we're still profitable. So performance, risking 1% or risking 1 risk per trade, we won 4, which is 12. We won 12, right? Lost 2. So that's how we're going to treat our April trades. Now last thing I want to show you guys, what did you do right? One is what? Clear strategy, having a clear pattern. I always say it, make sure you have a clear setup. The more clear it is, the more clearer it is, the more better for you. Second is what? Good RR, which is what? Discipline. Have a good RR. Don't be greedy. If it's 1:2, you can still be profitable using 1:2, 1:3. So don't make, because one thing I want to let you guys know is this: the more you increase your RR, the more psychological market may become, depending on you, the trader, handling it. Now, low frequency, which is 1 trade per month. Now, my one is, some people will now start asking, why am I taking 7 trade in a month? Why it happens to be that way is this: I only take the trade I only take the trade that aligns with my strategy. I have a pattern that I follow. 2 is I only take 1 trade per day. If I share 1 trade, I take it only per day. So anytime you see that I don't trade maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times in a day, I only take 1 trade per day. Now I skip bad setups, right? Holding swing. So that's how it is. So if you have anything you feel like to ask, drop it on the comment section. I'll be there to answer your questions. Okay, so stay safe. Sorry for making this video longer. So make sure you share and follow for more videos like this. Stay safe, guys.